all this nestled in here. That worked really well. That worked really well. That was almost too easy. In this episode of the Burb Files, we take apart the tailgate again. I can see now why they call it tailgate hate, because I'm starting to hate the tailgate. Having to roll the window down to access the cargo area, you can see the tools for work are in there. When it works, it's fine. When it doesn't work, it's very tenuous. I've already had to fix the track because that broke. Got everything working, went to roll the window up, and the window fell out of the support. Fixed that. Went to roll the window down with the key. Here, didn't work, found a bad wire, fixed that. Now, I know that the track in here is completely rusted off. So I went to roll the window down because I went to use it for work, and it completely fell off the track and I couldn't get it open again. So I'm kind of banking on the fact that if I go to roll this window down, it is going to fall off the track, and then I'm going to have to push the track in with a screwdriver to try to get the window back in the channel so I can pull it out. So I'm going to try like hell to make this happen nice and smooth. We're going to see. Now I didn't hear anything happen, but that doesn't mean anything. So I've got the window down low enough. I'm gonna open it back up. I'm gonna open the tailgate, and then I'm gonna see if we can get the window to go back up so I can remove the channels and replace them. Replacement tracks, they are not available. In my haste, I almost ordered a set from LMC Truck, thinking that they were the same for the Suburban. But right before I checked out, I was like, let me just make sure they're gonna fit. And they were for a K5 Blazer and a Jimmy. They are not the same. I then got on a couple of forums and searched tailgate channels and found out that the K5 and the Jimmy, the track is not the same. And I was like, well, that doesn't make a big difference. I'll just take off these feet, weld them onto the brand new track, and then I'll have a brand new track. Somebody on the forum already tried that. Apparently the window curvature on the K5 and the Jimmy are different than the Suburban. I don't understand why they would have done that. So I got on Facebook and I put out a call for a set, and Nick T over on Burb Life said that he had just bought a tailgate for parts and he would take a look at the channels, and he took them, sandblasted them, painted them up for me. They look fantastic. They're obviously going to be better than the ones I have. When I pull out the other ones, I'll show you what they look like. They're just disgusting. He ended up fixing some of the problems with this one, put in a little channel there, painted them up, and he sold them to me. So thanks again, Nick. I appreciate that. There's no window felt in there, and I want to get this done over a long weekend. So what I was spitballing some ideas with my buddies, and somebody was like, well, instead of felt, let's try to use the furry side of velcro. So I kind of cut these to length. This is a 1-inch strip, and it kind of looks like it's gonna work. So I'm gonna put these in there. I'm gonna take them out. I also received a set of bushings for the doors from our Midwest chapter. So I'm gonna put these on the doors as well. I'm gonna check the alignment after I do this. I know one door might be sagging a little bit from sheet metal stress. I think that's the driver's side door. I don't think I'm going to actually get too much into the whole putting a washer in, mainly because if you've seen my air conditioning video, whether or not that goes up before this one or not is dependent upon me, I guess. I kind of rushed the video a little bit. It might just be it might turn into a bonus content. I'm not sure. It is brutally hot here in Florida right now. I'm not used to this. My blood is still pretty thick, so whether or not I do it is tantamount to how long I can last out here in the heat. One other thing we're gonna do before we get started, it is 4th of July weekend. I'm gonna start drinking early. So I'm gonna do a beer review now while my taste buds are still pretty fresh, and rather than wait till later, I think. Yeah, I'm just standing here and I'm already sweating. I'm already dripping with sweat. This is unbelievable. So stand by for that review. Since we are calling this the Tailgate Hate episode, where we take apart the tailgate yet again, I'm gonna do my beer review now, because like I said, I'm gonna be drinking early. It's a long weekend, it's 4th of July, and what I'm gonna review today is an Atlanta-based beer called SweetWater Extra Pale 420. This is pretty much one of the better beers I've had over the course of the last month or two, trying new beers, local breweries and stuff like that. It's super smooth. It's got about a 5.7% alcohol. It is not a typical IPA where it's super heavy, like for instance a Castaway from Kona. It's pretty light. Truth told, I've already had a few, so I know how many I can drink. But it's out of Atlanta. It's really good stuff. I'm not sure if they sell it in Florida or nationwide, but if you do get a chance to get this, the SweetWater Brewing Company Extra Pale Ale 420, definitely worth the $8 or $9 a 6-pack. All right, what I think I'm going to do first is I think I'm going to put this Velcro in this track. I'm not going to do the center section. I'm just going to do both sides. I've cut it to length, and this is a 1 inch, like I said, the furry side. It's pretty perfect, actually. Shout out to Shanny in the Midwest version. Midwest chapter rather. He came up with this idea. He's like, I'm spitballing, this might work. And I think I really like it. It's already got an adhesive back. I know the paint is fresh, so it should be a pretty good mating surface to it. So I'm gonna do one, and then I'll probably time lapse the rest. Trying to think whether or not I should peel the whole thing and then put it in there, or should I do the whole underneath peel and push as I go? I think I'm going to do the underneath peel and push as I go. And I got this at a box store for about $6 a box. It was a 6-foot roll. If you didn't go all the way to the edges, if you cut off maybe about an inch, you would have enough in one box to do all 4 sides, so to speak. I did open up the second box and pull one more off of here. I'm just going to do this. I'm just going to go right there. Push that down. Get all this nestled in here. That worked really well. That worked really well. That was almost too easy.
I don't know that one.
Well, clearly my Amazon device wants to jump in on this one. So I'm going to get all 4 of these, or the other 3 done here, and then I'm going to start taking apart the tailgate, and then we'll go from there. Stick around.
I love it in the morning. I love it
mainly just because my tools are here, but this is one of the sets I use for work. It's made by Wiha. Comes with a handle, bunch of bits. Each side has a different end, nut drivers, etc. The beauty part about it is each one of these dots here is a length that you can put this on. So I can, you know, just put it right there, put it right there. It's great. Wiha, it's on Amazon. I'll put a link in there below. It's not cheap. It's a couple $100, but if you do something all day where you need a bunch of different bits and drivers and stuff like that, it comes with all your Torx bits, your square bits, all that kind of stuff. You know, regular screwdrivers, Phillips heads, etc., etc. It's definitely worth it. Again, this is a Drive-Loc by Wiha, and I'll put a link in the description below. Just a quick, you know, tool reference for y'all. So I got the passenger side out, which is the bad side. And as you can see, it's completely deteriorated and just utterly bad. So you could see where I had to push this part under the window to get the window back in the channel so I could raise and lower it. And we'll compare that to the one we just got. Ooh, shiny. So yeah, the driver's side I assume isn't this bad, but I will, you know, just hold it up to the camera while during the time lapse. I don't think you need to see it all, but again, I know the previous owner had told me that they had replaced the window channel rubber on the tailgate window, but apparently it was too little too late and that had suffered. So the new one's painted up. Hopefully it'll last a lot longer. And like you can see, the felt job came out pretty good. It doesn't seem to be too far away from the original there. So we're good to go, and we'll keep on pressing on. Hopefully this is a quick job. Old window tracks for the tailgate in. Thanks again, Nick T from the Burb Life on Facebook there. Let's try it out. Oh yeah, that works nice. Smooth. That's really nice. The fast goes up, or the up goes fast rather, because it's not working against the rear rubber channel as it's pulling it up. When it goes down, you know, it's working its way against it. So I'm just going to wash this up, and then we're going to get on to installing our new door bushings from the Midwest chapter. Sorry, I look disheveled. It is brutally hot here, and I don't know if you can tell, there's a storm cloud coming. So I got this done right in time because it's going to start to rain. Oh yeah, rain. More to come. Stick around. All right, so we got our bushing from our Midwest chapter. Kits for sale soon. So we'll just see how this shuts. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't shut bad. And then I'm gonna install this. I'm not gonna show you all 4 doors because Shanny's already got a vision of that. And then see how it shuts and then go from there. Stuff is tough. Oy. installed. Wow, that is noticeably different. That does shut quite a bit easier. So I definitely recommend you get a set of those. I'm gonna do all 4 doors, and that's the end of this video. It's noon, I'm drinking early. 4th of July, about to rain. Fixed the tailgate. Sorry if the video is really long, and I got all 4 doors shutting exactly like this one due to the bushing K. Nice. Until next time on the Burb Files.